This is the Merchant House Museum here in New York City. Built in 1832, it's the oldest surviving family home with the original furnishings and the family's possessions. It's been weathering the storm here for many years. Visiting this place was like stepping back in time to when the Treadwell family built this house in 1832 in New York City. Not much has changed here in over 180 years. As one would expect, there were many conveniences missing from their everyday lives back then, but this one many of us take for granted, especially during the brutal winters of the Northeast: central heating.
You can wander around from room to room in your home or your apartment and feel pretty warm. That wasn't the case for mid-19th century families.
That's because back then you either had to bundle up and take the heat with you on your body, or take heating devices with you like this portable foot stove. Additionally, the family chose to congregate in areas where the heat was more abundant, typically near the kitchen.
You'll notice here, the ceilings are much lower. Well, it certainly gives a cozy feeling to the room, but that was also their version of technology in the mid-19th century too, because we have the fireplace over here, which was a coal-burning fireplace, and that insulates the heat. So on cold days, and certainly through the cold winter months that we're having now, the family would have spent a great deal of time in this room, because the heat next door from the kitchen would certainly have been a help.
But not everyone living in the house at the time was so fortunate, as we noticed after trudging up several staircases. And finally we arrive at the servants' quarters at the top of the house, where it's much colder than the rest of the home because it's so far from the kitchen. We've got to be thankful for our central heating in the 21st century. I'm Matt Sampson, the Weather Channel.